Back, everyone. I am excited to and have the pleasure to introduce Martha. She's CEO of Sunshine State Medical Clinic. So, how you doing, Martha?
I'm doing great, and I'm very happy and excited to be here. Thank you for the invite.
You're very welcome. I love the attitude. You can already tell, right? Energetic. You're ready to go. So, without me talking anymore, let's go ahead and dive in. Tell our listeners a little about your background. You can go from there.
Sure. First of all, I'm enjoying the cold weather. It's awesome. I love it because I was raised in New York. I'm originally from Colombia, so I'm enjoying this weather a lot. A lot of people are complaining, but I love it. We have to be
Yeah,
able
I'm
to enjoy
originally
everything.
I'm origin originally from Chicago, and I was just up in Wisconsin last week, and it was really cold, but I like weather as well, so
I love
it's
it.
good to
I
have
enjoy
it.
it. So yeah, I'm originally from Colombia, South America, and but I was raised in New York, and one of my favorite cities. It's my favorite. It's
New
my
York is
hometown.
beautiful.
Yes, I love it.
Absolutely.
And then from there, I moved out to Florida, and I've been in the medical field already since oh my God, over 30 years.
Well,
Yep. And
congratulations. It's amazing how time flies, right?
yes,
Especially
that's definitely.
especially when you especially of what you do. So kind of I was looking at the website and it's amazing, you guys provide a lot of different services, including but not limited to physical exams, medicine, prescriptions and refills. You do chiropractic care, emergency medical evaluations, immigration, medical exams, sports physicals, disability work, social security, and the list goes on and on. It's like it keeps going. So, kind of give our listeners a little overview about the services that you provide.
Yes, it's very interesting. Medicine is very interesting. There's so many ways that you can go about it, and the services. The way I started was mostly chiropractic. Then I started implementing the medicine, the prescriptions, and all that. So then after that, the patients themselves were asking for services because they like the type of customer service that we have. And so being here now, 20 years going on 21, um, it's amazing to be able to listen to so many different people and different backgrounds and different ideas, and they help the clinic to come up with all these services. So we do back to school physicals, we do regular physicals, we do social security, also for veterans, for regular social security, for immigration, disabilities. We also do regular immigration, but we also do on the chiropractic side. We have the workman's comp, we have the PI, and regular health insurance. We take so basically we cover most of the areas, and then the primary care physician. Who we have a doctor that's excellent, and he used to be the president of Florida Hospital. So we have a very good doctor with us, and he also graduated from New York and also from Italy. So he speaks fluent Italian, and then
Italian.
have the Spanish and the English. So we try to help out as much as we can.
I love that. And a couple things I took away from that. I'm going to get back to you. I like the chiropractic part of this, but I also like what you said that you listen to your customers. And as a successful business, as a CEO of a company, I think that's probably one of the most strongest or most, in terms of the high thing that you have to listen to, right? One of the key points, one of the number one things you have to take into consideration. And by doing that, you're able to kind of tailor your services, offer new services to your customers, which kudos to you for being able to look at that and see that vision. One other thing I wanted to mention, and you talked about this, was chiropractic services. Let's talk about that a little bit more. Tell me about the chiropractic services you offer.
Yes. So chiropractic, a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about chiropractic. They feel that because they don't prescribe medicine, they and then usually what they listen on like the news and stuff like that is that you get an adjustment, And if you don't really know the chiropractor, you don't feel comfortable that something's going to happen, that's not good. And in reality, is we need to understand that the body is flexible. We're able to move in different directions and do that range of motion that we have. The chiropractor is able to move that exact area to a point where now you're going to feel like the blood flows and you get more oxygen to the brain. You start to feel better. You can see better. A lot of people get very good experiences when they get those adjustments. So I would say that it's more like when you have a car and you love that car so much. I'm into cars, so I love cars. And so when you,
What kind of car? What kind of car do you drive that you love a car so much? What kind of cars do you like?
well, right now I'm a Mercedes, but I love Porsches. Porsches,
Yes.
that's my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay. Cool.
Not living aside the Rolls Royce, but yeah, something to that effect. And you have to do maintenance to that car. The alignment is especially one of the ones that you should, right? So that's the same thing with us. We need to do maintenance to our bodies by not necessarily putting medicine on in it, but doing the alignments and lubricating by doing the movements, the range of motion, and the chiropractor is made for that.
Wow. Alignment, lubricating, and in correlation to the car. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Who would ever thought you put two and two together in terms of an analogy?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So basically, I heard you say about oxygen to the brain.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever think that when you're doing adjustments. Go ahead and expand on that.
So the chiropractors here, again, I'm the owner, now physician owner, but I hired the doctors and the chiropractors by being with them for so long. There's so much I've learned. So I'm able to explain it on the radio also that I also have a radio show for 10 years. So we're able to talk about it. And what we do is we explain that the body, what it does is when you feel pain in your neck, and you don't know what it is, and you start turning, and you start to turn yourself. You're doing kind of like what the chiropractor does, with the difference that you can only go so far. The chiropractor is able to do it. So when you unlock this part right here, that it feels locked, that you feel like pain and you don't want to move it anymore, the chiropractor will move it exactly where it's supposed to go by feeling it. And then what happens is the blood flows. It's
Wow.
easier. And what is the blood in our system is our oxygen. So therefore, you can think clear. You can look, even when you look at things, you get out of basically you're done with the adjustment, and you look up and you're like, whoa, it looks brighter. So it's a good experience.
Wow. That's very good advice. When you look at the businesses today and you look at your competition, right? What sets you guys apart from your competitors in this market?
I would say with all certainty is we do care. It's not just everybody uses that. We care. No, I think I want to add, we do care. We don't just care, we do care. And so when patients come to us, they realize that it's true. So when we send them over to look at the reviews, thank God all those reviews are good. Patients love it. They understand that we treat them like even more than family. We go the extra because we love family, and we can do a lot for our family. But when we have a really good friend, we
Right.
also want to go the extra mile for them. And so that's what we try to apply. We go the extra mile for them. And so they love that. When we open up sometimes, even when we're closed, just because we want to make sure that they are being seen, because we understand the necessity of things out there.
Well, it's interesting you say that because when I look at your website, there's two words that come to mind on the home page. It says swift scheduling, which means to me, when I read this, understanding your urgent health needs, we offer the flexibility to schedule appointments as quickly as 24 hours. So when you talk about that, you care for your patients. I think kudos to you for that as well.
Thank you.
So as go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was saying thank you because it is appreciated when somebody acknowledges those things, and that's what we want.
Absolutely. So, there are some that are listening, our listeners that are listening that are aspiring entrepreneurs or they're business owners already. And sometimes they go through some tough times. Sometimes they're kind of on the fence of whether they want to dive into becoming a business owner. What say you in terms of giving some advice to them?
Number one, we have to keep in mind it's been over 20 years now, and a lot has changed with technology, which we need it now more than ever. I was
Absolutely.
very happy to see the interview with Allison Letterman, because she was talking about AI, which I understood now that I was listening to it. Now it makes sense to me. I was even telling her last night, now it makes sense. What you were saying this whole time, now I was able to just focus on what you were saying. And now it's like, wait a minute, I'm interested. So I'm glad that you had her on
Well,
board.
it's all, oh, absolutely. And it's always good to get feedback. This whole channel is about inspiring, right? It's all about trying to discuss and talk, have relevant conversations to business owners and CEOs like yourself, and to really bring our listeners up to date on what's really going on, and also give advice to those who are wanting to, do something on their own or take business to the next level. So yeah,
It
definitely
helped
thank
me.
you so much. Good. I love that. That's the point of this.
Yes.
Wrap up here, but go ahead. If you have anything else you want to add, feel free.
So yeah, so what I'm saying is it has changed so much from 20 years ago and from when I started by doing this for over 30 years, that what I would say is no matter what time, what year, the idea is that if you do have it in your system and you have it in your mind, in your heart, that you want to do the certain thing you want to do, go ahead and do it. Don't think twice, because that hesitation is going to bring excuses for you not to do something. Just jump right in, have faith. My faith is the one that keeps me going. And that's how I made it. That's how I make it happen. I know I did not create myself. So there's a higher source for me. And I go to that.
Absolutely.
And it works.
And I think your team too, surrounding yourself with good quality, people in terms of relationship building, not only with your clients, but the team that is with you as well, correct?
Yes, I have most of them that are being here with over 13 years with me.
Well, that
The
says
same.
that says a lot. And again, another kudos. I think I've said kudos about 2 or 3 times in this interview. It's not a bad thing, right?
No, not at all. It's very nice.
So as we wrap up, can you provide our listeners your phone number and a website to get further information to kind of reach out to you?
Sure. Our website is www.ssmio.net. That stands for sunshine-medical.net. And our phone number is 407-482-0052. And we are just 3 lights north of the airport of Orlando International.
Well, Martha, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're busy, and for providing great insight, to our listeners about your business, and definitely going to wish you much more success as you continue to venture further into your business.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It was a great time. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to First Media Consulting Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, subscribe today. To nominate a business you would like to recommend to be on our show, go to firstmediaconsulting.com or call. Thank you for listening.